So let's see the review of Shapeshift OS 2.4 March update on MI1. Now, the Pixel Experience March update video was supposed to come, but when I tried installing it using the ADB sideload, it's showing errors. If I find a solution for the error, next video will be on the Pixel Experience ROM. So let's get to the topic. Let's skip to the About phone. In About phone, as you can see, the Android version is Android 11. The Shapeshift version is 2.4. The code name is Treco. And the security is of March 5. And it has a 4.9 kernel, that is Perf Plus kernel. Now let's see the customizations. Let's first see the main customization, that is the Shapeshifter. In this you get tons and tons of customizations. See in actions, you get power button. In this you get device control, enable advanced restart and sensitive content. Then navigation, you get enable navigation bar. Then you get navigation gesture option. In this you get gesture gesture is working fine. As you can see, back gesture, home gesture and reset button gesture. As you can see, it's working fine. Even the 2 button, when you click on it, the system restarts. As you can see, the 2 button is working fine, and even the 3 button. As you can see, so the system navigation is working fine. Then in gestures, you get haptic feedback, back gesture animation, hide assistant handle on lock screen, hide assistant handle on home screen. And navigation, you get pixel animation and invert layout. Then in gesture, you get tons of gestures. In double tap, you get double to sleep on status bar and double to sleep on lock screen. Then brightness control, you can adjust the brightness by sliding finger across the status bar. Then in swipe fingerprint, in this you get swipe fingerprint for notification and swipe left right to dismiss notification. Then you get 3 finger screenshot, quickly open the camera, system navigation. In this you get the same options. Then you get prevent ringing, adaptive playback, quick torch, that is long pressing the power button will enable a torch, and skip music tracks. Then in volume rocker, you get volume panel style, and you get volume tab, volume key cursor control, and reorient volume rocker. Then in hardware keys, you get disable keys, enable backlight, backlight timeout, button touch, back button, home button, and reset button customization. Then in interface, you get quick settings. In this you get media player, battery estimates on quick settings. Then you get make secure tile require unlocking, vibrate on touch, show tile title, tint QoS style is an accent color. Here you can choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. Then you get themer. In this you can choose the accent color. As you can see, you can choose the accent colors. You can also reset the RGB accent. Then you get option of adaptive icon shape and system icon, and down here you can choose the font. Then you get head up. In this you get head up notification, less volume notification, don't touch head up notification, adapt to stop list and adapt to blacklist. Then you get pulse visualizer. In this you get navbar pulse, lock screen pulse, ambient pulse, render mode, turn on smoothing, color, lava lamp speed, etc. Then in status bar, you get battery options. In this you can choose the battery style, show percentage inside, and battery bar. Then you get clock options. In this you get show clock and date, clock style, AM PM style, show seconds, date style, date position, etc. Then you get network traffic monitor. Then you get status bar items. In this you can choose the icons, you can enable or disable the volt icon, and you can choose the volt icon, as you can see. Then in lock screen, you get native controls. In this you get notification on lock screen, skip lock screen, add text on lock screen, show lockdown option, battery level on bottom, always on when charging, double dot check phone, wake screen for notification, ambient music ticker, and show ambient music ticker, that is a location. Then you get lock screen tuner. In this you can choose the left and right shortcut. Then you get general options. In this you get status bar, lock icon, and lock screen charging animation on lock screen. In fingerprint, you get fingerprint icon lock screen, fingerprint error vibration, and fingerprint authentication vibration. Then in music you get media cover art and media cover art blur level. Then in system and miscellaneous, you get general options, In this you get notification sound if active, show notification count, horizon light. In this you get show on AOD, hide on AOD content, show for all those events, duration, repeats, etc. Then you get notification header, center notification header, etc. And then miscellaneous, you get smart pixels. When you enable it, you can reduce the pixels. You can choose the pixels to disable. Then you get option of auto enable on battery saver. It will save you more battery. Then you get pocket detection, allow signature spoofing, charging animation, and wake up on charge. Then in LED settings, you get blink flashlight for incoming calls and battery charging light. In this you get battery light in do not disturb mode and blinking light on low battery. And you also get option of gaming mode. Then in network and internet. In mobile network, you get 4G calling, Volt, and Volt is working fine. And here you also get the option of Wi-Fi calling. Then in hotspot, you get Wi-Fi hotspot. In this you get USB tethering, Bluetooth tethering, and Ethernet tethering. And you also get the option of allow client to use VPN on hotspot. Then in apps notification, you get conversation. In notifications, you get notification history and notification bubbles. And down here, you get notification lock screen, sensitive notification, skip lock screen, hide silent notification, allow notification snoozing, suggested actions and replies, notification dot on app icon, blink light, default notification sound, swipe fingerprint for notification, and do not disturb mode. Then in apps notification, you get screen time, app compatibility changes, default app, policy manager, wireless emergency alert, and special app access. Then in battery, you get battery saver. In this you get aggressive battery saver. In this you get option like extended idle and aggressive standby. Then you can choose a schedule. In this you get enable haptic feedback during battery saver and turn off when charged. Then you get smart charging. In display, you get brightness control, dark theme, night light, adaptive brightness. In styles of wallpaper, you can choose the wallpaper. In grid, you can choose the grid size. And clock, you can choose the lock screen clock. And you get many options for choosing, as you can see. Then the rotation, you can auto-rotate the screen for 0, 90, 180 and 270 degrees. Then you get ASP cutout emulation, and down here you get lock screen. In this you get the same options. Then you get divider to wake, enable blur, and device in VR. In sound, you can choose the volume. Here you can choose the ringtone vibration pattern, do not disturb mode. In live caption, you can enable it. In this you can choose the language, high profanity, show sound label, and live caption and volume control. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. Then in media, you get option of show media player in quick settings, and down here you get in call vibration. In this you get option like vibrate on connect, vibrate on call waiting, and vibrate on disconnect. And down here you get MI sound enhancer. When you enable it, you can choose the headphone type and a preset. Then in privacy, you get policy manager. Here you can allow permission for certain apps. Then you get show password, notification lock screen, show clipboard access alert, device postline services, app content, autofill service by Google, Google location history, activity control, ads, etc. Then in location, you can allow location for certain apps. Then in security, you get pattern, fingerprint, and face unlock. And in pattern, you can choose a 6x6 pattern. Then in system, you get gestures. In this you get the same gestures. In the recent button, you get option of screenshot, share, close selected app, and clear all app. Now let's see the camera audio API is enabled or not. And start. As you can see, the camera audio API is enabled. Now let's see the safety net and run test. As you can see, the safety net is passed. In Play Store, let's see the device is certified or not. See in Play Store and settings, and down here, as you can see, the device is certified. Now let's see the Geekbench score. The single core score is 171 and the multi-core score is 987. In this you get a stock launcher with customizations like icon pack, notification dot, allow edit, add app icon to home screen, allow home screen rotation, Show Google app. In suggestions, you get suggestion in all app list, suggestion on home screen and block app. Then you get swipe down gesture, double tap to sleep gesture, show icon label on desktop, show icon label in drawer, and show icon label in landscape mode. In this you get default camera, that is the Gcam Go. As you can see, in this you get portrait, photo, video and translate. You don't get night sight and many features. In this you can see a number of how many pictures you can click, and even in video you can see the how many minutes you can record. But of course you can install the Gcam, that is the original Gcam. As you can see, the voltage is working fine, as you can see the logo. Now let's see the calls working or not. 198.
Welcome to Jio Marathi साठी एक दाबा. To continue in English, press 2.
As you can see, the call is working fine. The battery level of the ROM is pretty good. I got around 6 hours of screen on time and the ROM was extremely smooth. I didn't face any major bug. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?